Geared towards Valley High School academics. With your host, Tim Smith. Today, Sharyland High School and PSJA North High School match wits in their quest to become this year's Masterminds champions.
Hello everybody, welcome to Masterminds. It is Sharyland and PSJA North in this round one competition today. Let's get right to it with our quick start questions. So hands on your buzzer, students. Here we go. We start with a math question. Circumference of a circle with a radius 5. That's PSJA North, Robert.
10 pi.
Correct. Spell reciprocate. PSJA North, Robert.
R-E-C-I-P-R-O-C-A-T-E.
That is correct. Another math question. 30 quarts equal how many pints? That's PSJA North, Robert. No.
7 and
Sharyland, anybody? All right, Yuka.
16.
Correct. Solve for x. 15x minus 45y equals 0. Sharyland, Yuka.
3y.
Yes. The Aleutian Islands separate what sea from the Pacific Ocean? And time is up. It's the Bering Sea. West Point is located in what river valley? Time is up. It's the Hudson River Valley in New York. The ecliptic is the apparent path of what among the stars? It's PSJA
Planets.
North Ross. I'm sorry?
Planets.
No? Sharyland, knew what? And time is up. The sun, the path of the sun. What gas exhaled by animals is used by plants? That's Sharyland, Matthew.
Carbon dioxide.
That's correct. What word describes exercises that use lots of oxygen? That's PSJA North, Robert.
Aerobic.
Yes. Nancy Mitford wrote a biography titled Zelda. About whom? All right, that's PSJA North Ross.
Link.
No? Sharyland, anybody? And time is up. Zelda Fitzgerald. And that wraps up our quick start for today.
Masterminds is supported in part by Navy Army Community Credit Union.
So after a quick start, we are all tied up, Sharyland and PSJA North at 30 points apiece. Before we go any farther, let's meet our judges. So we're here once again from the University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley. Dr. Megan Burke, Associate Professor of History and Graduate Coordinator in the College of Liberal Arts, and Dr. Noreen Rivera, Assistant Professor in the Department of Literatures and Cultural Studies. Our judges, please give them a round of applause for all the hard work they do, week in and week out. Okay, let's get to hot topics, but first let's meet the team from PSJA North. We'll start on this end with Anthony.
Hi, I'm Anthony Guzman. I'm part of my school's orchestra, NHS, and Muafa Theta.
Welcome, glad you're here.
Hello, I'm Ross and I do UIL math, and I'm also in NHS.
Great, welcome.
Hello, my name's Robert. I'm a senior. I'm an AP scholar, and I'm the captain of the UIL mathematics team.
Glad to have you, the team from PSJA North, in today's Mastermind game. All right, it's time for your hot topics, PSJA North. I've got 3 questions about current events. You don't need your buzzers, okay? You're playing by yourself. Take the first answer I hear from the team on each of the 3 questions. Here we go. As of January 1st, not only is recreational marijuana legal in this state, but they also have a new law requiring diaper changing stations in men's restrooms. What state are we talking about? That's correct. Which film won Best Motion Picture Drama at the 75th Annual Golden Globe Awards?
Lady Bird?
No, it was 3 billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri. The 2018 Winter Olympics will be held in what country?
South Korea.
That's correct. 2 out of 3 puts you up to 50 points. Good job, PSJA North. Now let's meet the team from Sharyland. We'll start right here on the end.
My name is Matthew Vaughn. I am part of my school's band.
Glad you're here. And part of Masterminds too, right?
Yeah.
I'm Cordero Lopez. I am Student Body Vice President. I am NHS Vice President, and I'm also on the varsity golf team.
Terrific. Welcome.
Hi, I'm Yuka Oba. I'm a sophomore, and I'm in Matthew Oil.
Glad you all are here. The team from Sharyland High School in today's Masterminds. All right, it's time for your hot topics now. Same thing. 3 questions, current events, no buzzers, okay? Playing by yourselves. Here we go. Name the NBA player who recently became the first player over 40 to have multiple 20-point games off the bench.
Tim Duncan.
I'm sorry?
Tim Duncan.
Nope, it was Manu Ginobili. You were on the right team. Name the movement against sexual harassment founded in 2018 in response to the Weinstein effect and #MeToo.
Time's up.
Yes. What private space company recently launched a mystery shrouded government spacecraft called Zuma into orbit?
SpaceX.
That's correct. Got 2 out of 3 as well, so we stand tied. 50 points apiece after our first round. Great job, students. We'll take a break. We come back, we'll meet the teacher coordinators, we'll do quick picks, the grab bag round, and more. Masterminds continues on Channel 5 right after this. Welcome back to Masterminds. It's Sharyland and PSJA North in round 1 competition today. The score's tied up at 50 points apiece. Time to meet the teacher coordinators from the 2 schools. We'll start with PSJA North. Ross, you're up.
This is Miss Santiago, our Masterminds coach. She's been coaching for 10 years, been teaching for 45. She oversees all the recycling in our school, teaches bio and environmental science.
Terrific. Glad you're here. Thanks for coming to the program. We appreciate it. And Sharyland, Cordero.
Okay, this is Mr. Jordan Miners. He's been teaching at Sharyland for 10 years now. He teaches World History AP, and he's also assistant golf coach.
Fantastic. Welcome. Glad you're here. Thanks for being part of the program. We appreciate our teacher coordinators who get the students ready to go. All right, students, time for quick picks now. I've got questions we're going to ask you about pictures that are going to show up on your TV screen. Take a look at your TV screen. Everybody is playing. You do need your buzzers. Here we go. This structure was first constructed in 1961 and was torn down by its citizens in 1989. Name it. That's Sharyland Cordero.
A Berlin Wall.
That's correct. This woman authored a literary classic, and she was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom by President George W. Bush. Name either the woman or her most famous novel. And time is up. That's Harper Lee, To Kill a Mockingbird. This is another author. One of his best-known works was an essay titled Civil Disobedience. Who was he? That's PSJA North Ross.
Abraham Lincoln?
No. Sharyland, anybody? Excuse me. Time is up. That's Henry David Thoreau. This picture was taken in August of 1945 to the end of World War II. What city is it? PSJA North Robert.
Hiroshima?
It is, yes. This man was one of the biggest figures of the Revolutionary War. He was not considered one of our founding fathers. He also had a good reputation as a silversmith. Who was he? That's Sharyland Matthew.
Powerview.
Yes, that's correct. This city was the site of the 2016 summer. That's PSJA North Robert.
Rio de Janeiro.
That's correct. This director has won 3 Academy Awards in his illustrious career. Name him. That's PSJA North Ross.
Michael Bay?
No. Sharyland Cordero.
Steven Spielberg.
That is Steven Spielberg, yes. This town is best known for being where the legendary gunfight at the OK Corral took place. Name the town and the state it's located in. And time is up. That's Tombstone, Arizona. This rock is mined for the radioactive element it contains. What is the element? PSJA North Ross.
Plutonium?
No? Sharyland, anyone? And time is up. It's uranium. Finally, this is the flag of the cowboy state. What state is it? All right, PSJA North Robert.
Arizona?
No, not Arizona. Sharyland, anybody want to try it? Ring it if you do. Matthew?
Utah.
Nope, that's Wyoming. So our score stands at Sharyland 80, PSJA North, after our quick picks.
Masterminds is supported in part by Navy Army Community Credit Union.
So that means that Sharyland's in the lead 80 to 70, PSJA North. You get to go first in the grab bag round. Dr. Burke has 3 envelopes which to choose, 1, 2, and 3. You can choose any one you'd like.
3, please.
Number 3. All right, he was quick about that. Let me talk about that, right? You got 60 seconds to answer the 10 questions in this envelope, okay? Playing by yourself, don't need your buzzers. Take the first answer we hear. Your category is dictionary. The Latin root word dict, dict, means to say or declare. For each of these definitions, you're going to give the English word which contains this Latin root, dict, okay? So here we go. To declare in advance, foretell.
Predict?
Yes. To charge with the commission of a crime, accuse.
Convict?
No. Manner of expression in words, choice of words, enunciation.
Diction?
Yes. A formal authoritative pronouncement of a principle, opinion, or fact.
Statement?
No. An official public proclamation or order having the force of law.
Verdict.
No. A curse, an execration, evil talk about someone, slander. Excuse me. Sorry.
Pass?
A blessing, a prayer at the close of a church service.
Pass.
A totalitarian ruler.
Dictator?
Yes. A Catholic censure withdrawing sacraments and Christian burial from a person or region.
Pass?
A machine that records spoken words.
A voice recorder?
No, we'll go back. No, we won't go back. That's the end of it. Got 3 correct, puts you up to 85 points into the lead. Let's go over the others. The charge with commission of a crime or accuse is indict. A formal authoritative pronunciation of principal opinion or fact is dictum. An official public proclamation or order having the force of law is an edict. A curse, an execration. Evil talk about someone, slander is a malediction. A blessing, a prayer at the close of a church service is the benediction. Catholic censure, withdrawing sacraments and Christian burial from a person or region is interdict. And a machine that records spoken words is a dictating machine or a dictaphone or a dictograph. All right, but you're up to 85 points. You're in the lead. Now, Sharyland, try to take the lead back by choosing one of these envelopes.
Number 2.
Number 2 it is. Same rules, 60 seconds for 10 questions, okay? Category that you've chosen is isms. Isms, I-S-M-S, isms, okay? If I said doubting religious doctrines, you'd say skepticism or agnosticism. Give me the name of these isms as I give the following clues, okay? Here we go. Giving jobs to relations.
Pass.
Giving unfair preference.
Favoritism.
Yes. Building an empire.
Imperialism.
Yes. Peculiarity of behavior.
Pass.
Autism.
Pass. Prize fighting.
Pass.
Non-belligerence.
Pass.
Devotion to the interest of a man.
Humanism.
Yes. Excluding from society.
Isolationism.
No. Writing for the press.
Journalism.
Yes. Consuming its own kind.
Cannibalism.
Yes. We'll go back. Giving jobs to relations. Time is up. All right. How many did we get? Got 5 correct, puts you up to 105 points, back in the lead. Let's go over the others. Giving jobs to relations is nepotism. Peculiarity of behavior is mannerism. Prize fighting is pugilism. Non-belligerent is pacifism. Excluding from society is ostracism. Okay? But you're back in the lead, but there's one envelope remaining, which nobody chose, envelope number 1, so we all play on this one, okay? Still have 60 seconds, but you need your buzzers. No one chose what. That's all we have to go by, W-H-A-T, what. So you need your buzzers. Here we go. What do we call the area in front of a fireplace? PSJA North Ross.
Mantle.
No. Sharyland, Matthew.
Hearth.
Yes. Do the British call their superhighways freeways, autobahns, expressways, or motorways? PSJA North Robert.
Motorway.
Yes. What part of a bicycle connects the crankset to the cogwheel? PSJA North Robert.
Chain.
Yes. What kind of small glass bottle turns liquid perfume into a fine spray? Time is up. That's an atomizer. What are beaten to make meringue? Sharyland, Matthew.
Eggs.
Yes. No, I'm sorry. No. PSJA North, anybody? Time is up. Egg whites. Egg whites. What's the largest and most complicated joint in the body? PSJA North Ross.
The knee.
Yes. What part of her uniform does a Girl Scout sew her council name on? That's PSJA North Ross.
Her
Too
right
late.
chest.
The answer was going to be sash, but
Oh.
time was up anyway. Didn't matter. So guess what? We're all tied up again. 115 to 115. That's a good game we got going on. Well done, students. We're going to take a break. We come back. It'll be time for art and music. Each question worth 20 points. Don't go away. Welcome back to Masterminds. Round 1 competition today. Sharyland and PSJA North all tied up at 115 points apiece. Now it's time for art and music. We're going to start with top art. For this, we go to the art museum, take a look at a piece of art, a work of art, and ask you to identify the artist or the work. This is for 20 points. The artist or the work. All right, PSJA North Ross.
The lady.
No. Nice try. Sharyland, anybody? Take a shot. And time is up. Portrait of Susanna Loudon Formant by Peter Paul Rubens. But here's another 20 points on this one. All right, Sharyland, Cordero.
Thomas Kincaid.
No? Okay, PSJA North. And time is up. That's Monet, Claude Monet. Autumn at Argentine. Autumn. So we're 0 for 2 on art. Let's try music. For this, listen carefully. Identify the composer or the work. This is also for 20 points. Composer or the work, please. PSJA North, Anthony.
Wagner.
No, that's not it. Sharyland. All right, Matthew.
Mozart.
Nope, this is Beethoven, Symphony number 5. But we have one more. Let's see if we get the last one. Also for 20 points. Put you in the lead if you get it. That's Sharyland, Matthew. Nope, it's not Chopin. PSJA North, Anthony.
Mozart.
Nope, this one's Brahms, Waltz in A flat. That means our score is still tied at 115 points apiece, and that's where we'll stand through the break. We come back, it'll be time for the final stretch. We'll see which one of these teams is moving on to the next round of competition. Don't go away. This is Masterminds, round 1 competition today. Sharyland and PSJA North. We're all tied up at 115 going to the final stretch. We will ask questions until the final bell rings. Whoever's leading at that point, move on to the next round. It's the final stretch. Hands on your buzzers. Here we go. What Yale student was hanged as a spy shortly after his graduation? And time is up. That was Nathan Hale. While getting a haircut, you may tell your Spanish-speaking barber, no demasiado corto. What instructions have you given him? That's PSJA North, Robert.
Not too short.
That's correct. A race car, originally traveling at 44 meters per second, undergoes a uniform acceleration of 4 meters per second squared for 11 seconds. What would be the final speed of the car? That's Sharyland, Matthew.
88 meters per second.
That's exactly right. In 1870, this U.S. city was the country's 3rd largest after New York and Philadelphia. French fur traders named this Mississippi River city after a king. Name it. That's
St.
PSJA North,
Louis?
Anthony. I'm sorry?
St. Louis.
That's correct. Give me another term used to describe an indirect democracy or representational democracy. Sharyland Cordero.
Republic.
Yes. This question requires a 2-part answer. The man shouted angrily. In the preceding sentence, identify the adverb and what it modifies. That's PSJA North, Robert.
Angrily shouted.
Say that again.
Angrily shouted.
Except that. Yeah, angrily modifies shouted, yes. S.E. Hinton was only 16 when she wrote what classic novel about teen gangs? That's PSJA North Ross.
The Outsiders.
Yes. Identify the motto of the U.S. Navy that was derived from a statement made by a dying naval officer during the War of 1812. That's PSJA North Ross.
We are Navy SEALs.
No? Sharyland, anybody want to try it?
Semper Fi.
No, make sure you ring in. It's don't give up the ship. The category of drugs known as bronchodilators is often prescribed to relieve symptoms of what ailment whose name starts and ends with A? At PSJA North Ross.
I'm sorry, asthma.
That's correct. What scientific theory was verified on May 29, 1919, when photographs of a solar eclipse showed that a ray of light just grazing the surface of the sun was bent by 1.74 PSJA North Ross?
The light diffraction.
No, it was bent by 1.745 seconds of arc. Sharyland, anybody want to ring in on that? And time is up. Einstein's theory of relativity. 4 geography questions. I'm sorry, geometry. Geometry, the difference. Complete the following theorem by filling in the blank with always, sometimes, or never. If one of the equal sides of an isosceles triangle is greater than the base, then the angle opposite the base is blank greater than 60 degrees. That's PSJA North, Robert.
Always.
No. Sharyland, Matthew.
Never.
That's correct. If a square has a diagonal of length 3 times the square root of 2, what's the area of the square? That's PSJA North, Robert.
9.
Yes. If the radius of a circle is 8, what's the number of degrees in the central angle of a sector having an area of 16 pi? Excuse me. All right, Sharyland, you can.
90.
Yes. Find the length of a diagonal of a rectangle given that its sides are equal to 40 feet and 9 feet. And time. Okay, I'll let you in. Robert, PSJA North.
Square root of 241.
No. Well, no. I have to do some math in my head.
Can you repeat the question again?
Find the length of a diagonal of a rectangle, given that its sides are equal to 40 feet and 9 feet. All right, Yuka.
Square root of 1681.
No. 41 feet. Is 41 feet the square root of 241? I have to do that in my head. I don't think so. What mountain range is the source of the world's largest river? PSJA North Ross.
The Appalachian.
No. Sharyland, anybody? All right, Cordero.
The Andes?
Yes. Which term created by French philosopher Auguste Comte designates the systematic study of the development of human societies? Societies. PSJA North Ross.
Anthropology.
No? Sharyland. Time is up. Sociology. Each year, the book which best presents the wholesome atmosphere of American life and the highest standard of American manners and manhood receives what prize? Okay, PSJA North Robert.
The Nobel Peace Prize.
No? Sharyland Matthew.
Pulitzer.
Yes, that's correct. Which is closest to the Philippines? Is it Taiwan, Tahiti, Australia, or Vietnam? Excuse me. Sharyland Yuka.
Australia.
No. PSJA North who rang in?
Tahiti.
Anthony? No, it's Taiwan. Which of the following four numbers is positive if x is a negative number? Is it the square root of x, 3 to the x power, x cubed, or x to the negative 3 power? That's PSJA North Robert.
X to negative 3 power.
No. Sharyland Cordero.
3 to the x power?
Yes. Finish this quotation from the Gettysburg Address. Government of the people, by the people, and for the people shall not... PSJA
Ruleless
North Ross.
tyrants.
Sorry?
Ruleless tyrants.
No. Sharyland Neely. All right, Cordero.
Parish?
No, perish from the earth. Nautical, anomalistic, tropical, synodic, and sidereal are all what basic unit of calendar time? All right, that's PSJA North Ross.
Hours.
No? Sharyland, anybody? Excuse me. Time is up. Month. The winning word in the 1982 spelling bee was a real heartbreaker. Psoriasis. Spell it. That's Sharyland Matthew.
Psoriasis.
That is correct. Water lilies double in area every 24 hours. At the beginning of the summer, there's one water lily on a lake. It takes 60 days for the lake to become covered with water lilies. On what day is the lake half covered? That's Sharyland Cordero.
59th day.
That's correct. Consider a pyramidal solid whose base is a hexagon. What's the total number of faces on this solid? Sharyland Cordero.
6.
No. PSJA North Robert.
7.
Yes. What is the oxidation number of manganese in the compound manganese dioxide? What is PSJA North
plus
Ross.
2.
Sorry?
2.
No. What is the oxidation number of manganese in the compound manganese dioxide? All right, Yuka.
4.
It's 4. Just straight 4. Yes, that's correct. 21 states have laws which provide that no one may be forced to join a labor union or pay dues to a labor union as a condition of employment. What is the 3-word phrase that's used as the name for these laws? PSJA North Ross.
Work right compensation.
No. Sharyland? And time is up. Right to work. Undoubtedly, in response to audience demand, the so-called ABC operas show up at or near the top of all lists of frequently performed works by the various opera houses of the world. Name these ABC operas. The time is up. Aida, La Boheme, and Carmen. Almost all the leading characters of Shakespeare's Hamlet died during the course of the play. 2 of the characters who show up in the play are dead before the play begins. Name these 2. Not going to matter. There's the bell signaling the end of our game. There's a good game. Our final score, Sharyland 215, PSJA North 185. That means Sharyland, you're moving on to the next round of competition. I want to congratulate all the students for a great game today. I want to thank our judges here from UTRGV once again, Dr. Burke and Dr. Rivera. All right, Sharyland, we'll see you in the next round. We'll see you at home next week for another exciting competition of Masterminds.